Hi guys, to part 9 of the ultimate Loadbox comparison. In case you haven't seen the previous episodes, the aim of the series is to find out which Loadbox offers the best line-out signal for recordings. Today we will test the Torpedo Live from 2 nodes, and as you maybe know, the device comes along with a built-in simulation for power amps, microphones and cabinets. It also offers an EQ, a reverb and the option to load third-party IRs. However, we need the line-out signal without any cab simulation and without any effects, because in the final video of the series we will compare all load boxes, and therefore it's very important to use the same IRs together with the same IR loader, which is my XFX3. So let's set up the Torpedo Live to provide an unprocessed line-out signal with the remote software. For this we have to disengage all options in the remote software, means the cab simulation, the amp simulation if engaged, and all effects. And we mute the microphones as well. In this video we will check the sounds by reamping some guitar tracks, check the latency, ground hum sensitivity and the noise of the device. And we will take a look at the overall response curve as well. The Torpedo Live is used in silent mode, means without any cabinet connected, so it's set up in the same way as all other load boxes of the series. None of the load boxes is sponsored, each one has been purchased with my own money. I'm not getting paid for making these videos, so you can be sure that I'm completely not influenced by any company. The Torpedo Live has one knob to control the input level and another knob to control the line-out level, so we are able to easily adjust all levels. That's great. Now let's start to reamp the recorded DI tracks of the unprocessed guitar signal, so we can compare the results without any changes in my playing later. As always, we will start with a clean sound through my König amp. For the mid-gain sound I'm using my Friedman BE100 Deluxe amp. For the high-gain sound I will use my EVH 5150 Stealth Edition amp. Now let's take a look at the overall response curve. For this we compare the line out of the load box with the white noise input signal of the amp, which was fed into the power amp via the effects return loop. For more details please watch episode 1 of the series. As you can see, a deep low cut starts at 120 Hz. Then there's a dent from 250 Hz to 5 kHz of around -3 dB. Next, a high cut starts at 9 kHz. At 16 kHz it's around -1 dB. As already mentioned in episode 3, the response curve represents the load box and the power tube amp. You can find more details about in that video. Now let's continue with the latency check. And as you can see here, the latency is around 2.8 milliseconds, By subtracting the round-trip latency of 0.3 milliseconds, we have a total latency of around 2.5 milliseconds, which is not the best, but a good value. Now let's check the ground hum sensitivity. And as you can see in the diagram, I am using two DI boxes, one straight after the output of the audio interface and another after the line out of the load box. For the test I'm using the high gain channel of my EVH amp, so we can clearly hear a difference. We will do 4 tests, first with both DI boxes engaged in the signal chain, next without the second DI box, then without any DI box, and finally without the first DI box. As you could hear, the first 2 setups work perfect. In the third and fourth configuration you can hear a massive ground hum. The Loadbox comes along with an internal fan to prevent damage from the electronics. It runs on low speed as soon as the device is turned on, but the fan is pretty silent. The fan speed depends on the internal heat of the device, but it never gets as loud as the fan of the Captor X from QNotes. As you could hear, there is some noise from the fan, also some sound noise is audible. However, the device is one of the most silent devices in the test. In the next episode we will take a look at the Iron Man 2 from Tone King, which is well known for good attenuation, and we will find out whether the line out works just as well. I hope you like this video, so please like and subscribe. That's it for today. Thanks for tuning in and see you soon on this channel.